And good day, viewers, and welcome to today's Sport Wrap Show. I'm your host, Brian Munango, updating you with the latest sports news. Well, there is so much to talk about on this episode. I know my fellow Namibians are definitely not happy about the result in COSAFA against Angola, but we'll be talking more about that as we get into the hit list. Well, I'm sure, like I said, most Namibians are not happy about the result that we did get against Angola in the COSAFA Cup 2024. Definitely very, very disappointing for a team that played exceptionally well, went undefeated in the group stages, made it out of the group stages all the way to the semi-finals, qualified from the semis through penalties all the way to the finals, just to lose to Angola 5-0. Also considered, in history, is now the highest defeat in a final of the COSAFA Cup. So that's not a record that we do want to be holding, but we do have interviews from Mudeu and the coach himself just to talk about how the game was. So please do stay tuned for those.
With us, Colin Benjamin, not expected results at all.
Yeah, obviously the game didn't go exactly what we planned it to be, but at the same time I also am still very proud of my boys. It still fills me with pride and admiration for them. Their effort to come through here to the final, I applaud them. And you see a final like this, if you look at the semi-final, we had 4 guys really on the ground. They gave everything. So in the kind of game that we play, we do expect to always forward press. And normally if you do get this 1-0, 2-0, normally it is so that you lose it because the tiredness come in, the mental effect comes in, and I think in the end, yes, Angola deservedly won it, but for us, I'm still, as a coach, really proud of my boys. It still gives me appetite to work with them, and we're just gonna pick this up and get to work.
And opposition themselves, they were really sort of fully present, especially up front.
Yeah. It's like I said, the margins were so small in the beginning, coming into the beginning. So it's who makes the mistake. Unfortunately, we were the ones that made the mistake, and then the opposition becomes stronger and more comfortable. But that's the nature of the game. That's how it is. You can't do anything about it. We just have to pick up our heads and move on. I think for our boys, 22, 23 years old, coming into this deep sea, proving that they can smoke this pipe, coming to the final in this COSAFA, I think it's like I said, it's giving me appetite to work further with these boys.
Coach, obviously it's the last day I've got time with you. We need to talk about exactly what you're saying now brings to mind that the first cross of the game, you could have been one up from Moseu on the right-hand side, and suddenly they scored 2 quick goals, both from your mistakes.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying, that in the margins are so small, the teams are at equal footing. Who's the one that's going to make the mistake? The one that's going to make the mistake is the one that's going to be put on the back foot. Unfortunately, we were the ones, and I am still of the opinion that you learn best through these kind of games. We know that the Haaland will know that, hey, listen, the Mnyama will know that I have to keep the ball better. Mudeu will know that, hey, when I get these chances at the international level, it's going to be 1 or 2. I have to put them in. We're going to know that, okay, at the defensive corners, we have to be consequent. We have to defend it with conviction. So those are the lessons that we're taking from it. And I think, all in all, I'm honestly still proud. And we're going to move on. We're going to move on.
I'm just going to take a leaf from what you said earlier.
Yeah.
So this is obviously playing into the hands of the critics.
Yeah, most definitely. But what's supposed to be for you, nobody can keep it from you. So we're going to pick it up. We're going to keep our head up high, and we're going to work with these boys like no other before, and we're going to come back. We've got so many games coming up. We've got the qualifiers coming up. We've got the World Cup qualifiers. My heart's still smiling.
Coach, I wish you best of luck and lucky today.
Thank you so much.
It's been a pleasure working with you all.
It's always beautiful with this beautiful game, beautiful people, beautiful spectators. Wonderful.
Thank you.
Hope to see you so much.
Nothing worked for you.
First of all, we thank the Almighty for the opportunity, which I'm grateful for. It was a final. and we lost. But all in all, we give our all, did not work out, and we take it from there till the next time.
And it's not time to blame anybody, but I can recall the first cross of the game that could have maybe put you on the lead and ease the pressure, and that wasn't to be.
It's all about taking your chances. If you don't take it, they take theirs. It's game over. So we learn from it.
Learning and also learning the hard way. I can see there's a big gap or gash on your mouth there. That's just one of the things that goes with the game, isn't it?
We're at the war. That's what you get when you're at the war.
And then the last question, one-on-one there. I mean, minutes gone. That's when you realize that, no, it's not going to happen today.
That's when I realized that it's not our day, because you saw the chance and I did not take it. But all in all, I'm thankful for the opportunity.
Thank you very much. You've entertained us, and keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Of course, a very disappointing result for the Brave Warriors there. But as you heard from the coach and from the players, they do not let the result bring them down, but they'll definitely go back to the drawing board and bounce back. As we do know, we have the World Cup qualifiers and also the AFCON that has just been announced as to the group stages. So a lot is yet to play for. We leave this one in the back and we move forward to what's next. Well, moving forward to what's next, we look forward to what's in the weekend drop. As I said, the NRU Premier League is back, so we'll be looking at that right after the break.
MyZone presents MyZone Schools Esports Competition.
Still possibilities.
Round 1, 3, 2, 1.
We have 30 minutes to go. Caution. Yeah, no surprise there. That was always going to be a booking.
From deep three-point range, Green with the
Join us on the 27th of July at the MTC Innovation Hub for an action-packed day of esports excitement.
Well, for this weekend, we were at the Trasco United rugby field where we saw Trasco United take on FNB Kudus, a very, very tough game. And we have the highlights for you guys to enjoy, to just see who came victorious in the game. But we all know, I'm sure at this point, who came out victorious. And FNB Kudus were the team that were crowned champions. But let's have a look at the highlights, because the highlights show more than what the result does.
Reg, so die NRI Premier League wedstryd tussen Trasco United en FNB Kudus in die tweede ronde hierso by United se veld. Natuurlik 'n wedstryd wat albei spanne baie op die spel is en dit is so na 23 minute in die wedstryd. United wat vinnige fases gewen het en die senter Jandrey Estreisen, die buitesenter wat daar met spoed die bal gevat het van, ek dink, van PJ Longa af. Gaan druk onder die pale, maklike doelskop vir Enrico van Sail en dit was 7-0 in die guns van United.
Ja, Enro in die 26ste minuut slaan Kudus terug. Suriname Kambambo, die center wat daar oorgaan. Kom ons kyk net daar. Ja, daar gaan hy en hy sit hom neer soos jy uitgewys het, die twee centers wat daar saamsmelt en 3 bring vir Kudus. En dan is dit Wenzel wat oorskop en dan die telling gelyk op maak.
Ja, goeie ondersteuning vir Kudus ook vandag hierso gewees. So hierdie Irongwa Achibudi wat deur 'n tyd gevaarlik met die bal in die hand was, hierso het hy gereken, hy het 'n 3 gedruk, maar die vlag wat omhoog was, sê hy daar uitgetrap. So nie 3 vir Kudus in daai geval nie. So hierso was dit die stit van United, Johan Brokman, wat daar sy krag gebruik het in 'n bietjie spasie gaan druk die 3 in die hoekie vir United om hulle telling in daardie stadium dan 12-7 te maak. Doelskop nie daar deur gewees deur Henrico van Sail nie. En dit was dan die rustyd telling 12-7 in die guns van die Filistyne. In daai stadium die voortou geneem teen die span van Walvis Bay.
In die 47ste minuut is dit dan Kudus wat terugslaan met Tamson wat daar sterk vorentoe beer vir Kudus en dan oorgaan. Dit was in die 47ste minuut voeg Tamson 'n 3 by en Wenzel mis die doelskoppie, maar die telling is weer eens gelyk op met 12 punte elk.
Ja, so die vinnige werk van Kudus daar in hy lynstaandryf wat vrugte afgewerp het. Hier het hulle ook weer 'n keer, tweede keer in die wedstryd vir Irongwa Achiwudi oorgewerk, maar weer eens nie toegeken nie. En die telling wat in daai stadium 12 elk gebly het. Na so bykantse uur se spel 62 minute die strafskop deur Henrico van Sail, 15 punte teenoor 12 wat United in daardie stadium voorgeloop het. Geweet hulle is nog nie veilig nie met daai net 3 punte verskil. Ja,
Andrew, die skare is op hulle voete en Kyle Wenzel slaan dan terug met 'n strafskoppie daar vir Kudus en weer eens is die punte gelyk op in die 70ste minuut, 15 elk. Nou hier in die laaste minute, die 72ste minuut dink ek, is dit die groot man Tertius Arrangies, die slot wat daar deurbars vir 'n 3. Dit was in die 72ste minuut namens Kudus. Die skoppie is mis daar deur Wenzel, maar die gaping was toe reeds gedoen met 5 punte, 20 vir Kudus en dan 15 vir Trasco United.
Ja, so dit was dan die wen 3 gewees daar deur Tertius Arrangies teen alle verwagtinge in FNB Kudus wat dan hierdie wegwedstryd wen in Windhoek teen Trasco United. Hoewel heelwat van hulle spelers topspelers, staatmakers afwesig was met beserings en werk en siekte en so aan. Waardevolle punte vir Kudus. Hulle bly in die top 3 van die NRI Premierliga. Ons groet hier dan eers met die onderhoude wat ons kollega Brian Monango gedoen het met die 2 spankapteins.
So hi guys, we are joined by JD, the captain of the Trasco United first team. Tough game, tough start. You guys started off so well, but just tell us, where did you think it went wrong for the team and how did you find the game?
Hey Brian, well, I think it's difficult to pinpoint an exact moment. Definitely root chances on our side. I think we had most of the territory and possibly possession. Possibly set plays that let us down a bit. I think physically we dominated them. Look, they played on our mistakes. At the end of the day, you can't win a game if you can't keep the ball.
Yeah, like you said, you guys had a lot of ball possession. Towards the last 9 seconds of the game, you guys could have scored a try there. How are you feeling towards that last minute?
Definitely, I think maybe the word that comes to mind is over-eagerness. I think when it comes to a situation like that, the key thing is patience. The chance will give itself on a silver platter, you just have to be patient. Maybe we're a bit over-eager there, so yeah, that bit us in the...
Okay, so well, I spoke to a few of the coaches before the game. I mean, you guys have the full squad back now. A result to get past. What do you look forward to in the next game?
Yeah, no, definitely. We saw this game as a great opportunity to, as our platform to continue for the rest of the season. Not a lot of games left now. I think maybe 5 games left. So yeah, this might come and bite us. But like I said, we're going to focus on the next match, gather our resources, and take it from there.
Okay, cool. Thank you, Jerry.
Brian, have a nice day.
Taffe wedstryd. Physically, soos JD sê het vir julle bietjie gehad in die begin, maar sê my, wat jy gevoel die span het nou bymekaar gekom en die result het gesien?
Yes, Brian was tough geweest. Die hulle soos JD sê, hulle was physical, hulle het gekom vir ons. Ons het self gekom, ons het gevoel ons is bietjie fikser as hulle. Ek dink dit het vir ons hier getrek hierdie game. Dit het ons daai 20 punte gegee waar ons die game kon gewen het so.
Okay, game was bietjie stadig vir julle in die begin. Was jy bekommerd toe hulle bietjie voor was of het jy gedink nee, die boys kan deurtrek?
Nee, kyk, my man se dissipline was bietjie afgewees vandag. Maar ek het hulle teruggekry. Teruggetrek, ons het dissipline weer teruggekry en toe hou ons by die structure en toe kry ons die game.
Een ding wat ons Windhoek se mense bag en nie dis julle se supporters wat altyd sing en altyd hier is vir die crowd. Ja, maar hoe waardeer julle die mense?
kyk net Brian, die soos hulle sê, dis die people's team. En die supporters wat ons het, hulle trek ons elke game, trek hulle vir ons deur. So, dankie aan hulle, dankie aan die mense wat in Windhoek is en Reebord is, val vir Swakop, baie dankie aan hulle.
Okay, laaste ene. Vir die seisoen, wat is die plan om die laaste games deur te sien?
Daar is definitief hard werk op die oefenveld. Ons is confident dat ons semifinals gaan speel. Ons is confident. Weet nou nog nie waar gaan die semifinals wees in Windhoek, gaan ons 'n home semi kry of wat nie, maar ons is confident dat ons uit die semis kan kom.
Lovely. Dankie vir jou tyd.
Baie dankie.
Cool. Well, there you guys have it from the captain himself. FNB Kudus seeing the results out here. Well, that's all that we do have for you in the NRU Premier League. In this round, back to you guys in studio. Well, like I said, this weekend we definitely did have a lot of interesting sports happening. We also had the Youth Rugby Invitation, the Gravity Rugby Invitation that took place at the Trustco United right before the NRU Premier League game started. The Paro boys again defended the title once more. We do have interviews with the winning team, the captain, of course, Tian, and then we also did catch up with one of the players of the tournament, actually the only player from Namibia that actually stood out in the competition, and we also did catch up with him to just tell us how he enjoyed the tournament. So let's have a look at those interviews.
So zelfs begin met Arenzo. Arenzo, zelfs net, hoe het je die toernooi geniet? I mean, beste forward in die tournament. Wat betekent dit voor jou?
Dat betekent baie. En ek is baie trots op myself, maar is ook net iets wat jy net kan gegee raak, jy moet dit verdien. En harde werk, soos my gesig was nou obviously lyk, en dit was nie maklik nie, maar ek het die toernooi baie geniet. Suid-Afrikaanse skole was baie hard. En dit was baie lekker en ek is bly ek het my beste gegee en op einde van die dag toe kry ek 'n prysie.
Okay, soos jy sê, dit wys op die gesig met die kolle. Hoe het jy die kompetisie geniet en watse wedstryd voel jy was die tafste vir jou?
Stellenberg was die tafste. Op Stellenberg het ons eintlik ons alles gegee en ons beste probeer en dis wat ek baie seer gekry het maar dit het my nie gestop om nie verder te speel nie en ja.
Okay, all in all, hoe het jy die kompetisie geniet met die hele Suid-Afrikaanse spanne?
Baie lekker, hulle is baie hard en ek het uiteindelik gesoek man. Ek het uiteindelik 'n span gesoek wat eintlik klipbaar kan wees. Wat kan kompetisie is en wat kan lekker hard loop en nie net step nie. Maar dit was baie lekker en was 'n voorreg om teen Suid-Afrika te speel.
Okay, laaste vraagie voor ek jou laat gaan. Dis gesê jy kan deel van die academy wees soos ons gehoor het. Wat beteken dit vir jou?
Dit was een van my drome om eintlik op eers te kry van enige academy af of net om deel te wees van om net myself te bou om 'n beter speler te wees en dis my droom om 'n professionele rugby speler eendag te wees.
Lovely, dankie bro.
Dankie.
Soos gesels met Tian, goeie wedstryd vir julle, groot wen. Mooi gespeel van die begin af. So voel jy oor die feit dat julle die champions is?
Ek dink dis vir ons uitstekend, veral met die voorbereidingsdeel. Dit het ons baie saamgebring en ja, dis 'n gevoel wat jy nie kan recreate nie. Dit is nou maar tweede keer, dit was soos 5 van ons wat dit al 2 keer gedoen het. Dit bly spesiaal.
En hoe het jy die toernooi geniet? Die laaste wedstryd groot wen vir julle?
Ek het ongelukkig in die laaste een gespeel met my kennis, so dit was my 'n bietjie stresvol, maar ek dink die boys het dit definitief geniet. Ek het dit verskriklik geniet. Dit bly hard en dit bly lekker, so ja.
Teken Namibia, hoe was dit sover?
Ja, was ook so koud soos laas jaar gewees. Hy was 'n bietjie warmer hierdie jaar, so maar hy was lekker. Die ligdruk het ons in die begin gevang. Was dit raai gewoonte soos hy sharp.
As ons praat van taafheid, wat 'n wedstryd voel jy was die taafste vir julle om te speel?
Definitief die locals, Windhoek Hoërskool. Hulle was, ja, as 'n klomp etters daar. Hulle was hard hoor.
Okay, nee, is reg, baie dankie.
Paarl Boys there with their traditional celebration after winning the cup. Congratulations to them, definitely, but it was nice to see one of the MNK Gerse student getting the best forward in the tournament and also an opportunity to play for a scholarship at Paarl Boys, of course. Definitely something good to look at. Well, Ari is on standby with international news and he'll be joining us right after the break.
Today we are going to learn how to bake.
Welcome, everyone.
Things may not always go as planned, but our technology doesn't fail. Join Paratus today. Paratus, always prepared.
Neo Paints is proud to call Namibia home. For more than 70 years, Neo Paints has been inspired by this country's natural colors and beauty. To produce the wide variety of trusted quality paints we have become known for. Proudly Namibian by nature, Neo Paints has over the years involved itself in several key projects across the nation, bringing lasting beauty, premium paints to liven up both indoor and outdoor environments. As durable as the Namib Desert, Neo Paints has stood the test of time through all weather conditions, leaving a lasting impression on the hearts and the minds of all Namibians. Neo Paints Namibia, a coat of excellence.
Good day everyone, time for international sports news and starting off with cycling news first. Tour de France, that's got a rest day on Monday and already 9 stages that's done. It is still Tadej Pogačar that is the leader. What happened on the third stage is exciting. They call it the gravel stage. They're on the gravel roads at some stages of that stage, and it was Anthony Turcas of France that won the stage. It was a sprint till the end, and it was his first ever win of the Tour de France Tour, and it was in second place Thomas Pidcock, and it was a close win for Turgas, but well done on his first win. It is a rest day, like I said, on Monday. On a Tuesday, it will be a flat stage. It will be from Orleans to Saint Armand, and it will be 187 kilometers. On Wednesday, it will again be a difficult mountain stage for the Tour de France that continues. On to Wimbledon. It is week 2 of Wimbledon, and the news from the women's section is that many of the top seeds are out of the tournament, and it is still round of 16 games played on the women's side of the draw. It is the highest seed in the tournament, number 4, Elena Rybakina. She will play against Anna Kaliskaya. She is the 17th seed. That's in round of 16th. And it is also good news for Julia Putintseva. She beat the number 1 seed, Iga Swiatek, earlier on the weekend, and she will now play the 13th seed, Yelena Ostapenko. It is Julia Putintseva that is unseeded in the tournament. And to conclude today's international sports news, it is golf news. It is from the men's PGA in America. It is the John Deere Classic that was concluded, and the winner there was Davis Thompson. He's a 25-year-old from America, and he won on a total of 28 under par. He closed with a round of 64, that is 7 under par, and he was 4 shots better than C.T. Pan, one of the players, on 24 under par. Good news for Davis Thompson. It's his first PGA Tour, but he also secured a debut entrance into the British Open. That's the next major on the men's calendar tour, and that will be from the 18th to the 21st of July. That will be played at Royal Troon. Also good news for C.T. Pan with his second place, a joint second place. He had the higher ranking on the world ranking, so he also qualified for the British Open. C.T. Pan is from Chinese Taipei, and his score was 24 under par for second place. Southern African interest, that was the only one South African that qualified or did make the cut. That was Dylan Fratelli, and Dylan Fratelli closed with a -9, or his score was -9 for the 4 rounds, 52nd overall. That's international sports news for today. Hope you have a great sport day, and we talk international sport again tomorrow. Goodbye.